Guys, I just wanted to quickly elaborate on the point on my last video, and I fully agree with Neil Bradley on this, and it's something that he told me a while ago. So I'm looking right here, guys. Also worth mentioning is the fact that the further in story mode, the more strength crystals you get from those 2 hours. So what he's saying there is, guys, basically the potions that you use in your bag, this is why I'm saving them all here. So obviously it's 2 hours worth of patrol. You get more patrol the further you get in story mode. So a little tip, which I will just chuck onto this video, is the best thing you can actually do is only use them when you need to. And okay, yes, for me, I need to use them all the time, so I'm constantly struggling to get the strength crystals for the battle wheel. But it's also very important to just make sure that you use these, because you could save them up for quite a while. If you know you're going to be able to get further in the story mode, don't use them until you get further. Now, I'm not saying that after you've done a couple of story mode missions, that's going to go up to like 20,000, but it will just creep up a little bit, so you're basically getting more. That's why I've hoarded all of these, because I don't need gold and XP at the moment, and the further through I get, the better, basically. So that's kind of my aim there, is to just push through that as much as I possibly can. So it's going to take a while, obviously, but that is the main aim. Okay, so what I wanted to look at in today's video, guys, and obviously I haven't been having a huge amount of luck in summons and things like that. It's all been a little bit upsetting. But obviously, guys, we've got the new events going at the moment, so we're you know what I didn't do yesterday? I forgot to claim my 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 free spins. That was a noob move, guys. Don't forget that. That's the one thing I forget about in this game. They're a little bit shorter as well, this event, so I'm not really too fussed about anything that we get in this event, to be fair. It would be nice to get a couple of hundreds, but I have never once in my life ever got a high spin. It's never happened. So my hope and faith just it doesn't exist. It does not exist there, guys. So but I wish everyone the best of luck when they're spinning that beautiful wheel. Okay, so I wanted to kind of bring a little bit of attention to this boss here, because I haven't done a video on fighting bosses for a while, and I kind of wanted to give you a bit of a general tips and tricks and just kind of see my team. So my main point, guys, and don't be ashamed to hire people's characters, one of my main tips is use your friends' characters. It's very straightforward. There's a lot of times I see people not using hired characters. Now, okay, of course, there might be a lot of the time where your characters are better than hired ones. Of course, don't hire another character for no reason. But obviously, what you're going to see in this is that when I'm using Uncle K's King, so this is kind of a video where I'm just trying to persuade everybody to work on King. Because King is an absolutely unreal character. So you can see that I've started to level King up slowly, but I just have to say, in boss battles, he is crazy. So don't be ashamed to go and add someone and just hire their King. There's normally quite a fat waiting list. But then what I also want to say is that another character which is a must for bosses now is Triple Staff Lily. I do have a feeling that new electric woman, Plasma, is going to be fantastic for bosses as well. Like, absolutely brilliant. So I'm quite intrigued to see. Like I said, I will be doing a video over the weekend where I get the pass. Yeah, so that will be happening. But I am quite intrigued to see where we're going to be able to get to with her. Especially, I think she's going to be fantastic for PvP and story mode. So I'm quite excited to get hold of her. But anyway, so one of my tips, obviously, for this boss, and I will go through and do tips for each boss is kind of over the next week and the week after, is just break down their skills first and understand what character you need to use. Obviously, guys, you could just jump in and play it once and you'll learn very quickly. But obviously, if we're looking at his skills here, is when an enemy uses normal skill, attacks their entire column with a heavy punch. So he's obviously almost going to counter. Each attack will just will get rid of most of the enemy's buffs. Now, that is one of the most annoying traits about this boss. Every time he attacks, you are going to be dropped buffs. And obviously this game, to get the big damage, to get into the leaderboards, relies heavily on buffs. You know, crit, rage buff, damage buff, whatever buff. So that's quite annoying. And then we've got his paper tiger. He can't speak. He won't be immune to stun when it is stunned. It has 50% damage reduction. So he's not immune to stuns when he isn't stunned. So basically he can be stunned, is what it's saying there, which is nice. And then we've got, so this is basically the main reason you need to stun lock this character, because when he does this fatal combo, one of the most annoying things about this is that you're going to really see him stun lock your entire team and wipe every single buff off your entire team. And if you don't have your team leveled up on a high level, you're really going to suffer and your entire team will most likely be wiped out. That's why it's fantastic to have Child Emperor to lower his attack on every boss battle. It's fantastic to have King to buff everybody. It's fantastic to have Terrible Tornado, because when she does her follow-up moves, it also buffs. So, you know, you got to think of things like that. During the 2nd and 4th round, his punches cause stun. Whatever, just make sure he's stunned at all times, guys. And then gains immunity to all control except for stuns when the battle starts. So yeah, it's obviously quite annoying. Every time the troll loses a certain amount of HP, gains a stack of ability. So what we need to basically take note is, how can we stop him attacking at all times? Now, let's map this out. So let's start. So I've got Emperor's Child in here, right? What he can do, or Backpack Killer as I like to call him, is there's a few, obviously I've got his talents level 30 as well, but there's a few very good things, and why I recommend that you work on Emperor's Child, even if it's not just for boss mode, guys. He's actually all around a relatively decent character. So what he's good is, when he follows up, he knocks off 20 energy. When he uses a special, there's a chance you can stun, so there's another chance to stun the boss, and he also buffs your team. And he also uses pots to keep them alive and increases rage. Then I'm going to drop my King on. And actually no, it would be Carnage next. The reason I use Carnage is because he basically, every single move he does has a chance to stun. And when it's against one enemy, you can really drill out a lot of moves with Carnage. And I mean really drill out a lot of moves. So there's a chance there you're going to keep him stunned at all times. And then I pop King on next, just so he is attacking before my team. And King, very rare, I've noticed it's very, very rare, but King does have a chance to stun. So you could potentially see chance to get another stun in from King. So you've got 3 characters who all have potential to cause stun at the start. That's 3 hits. Fantastic. And then I'll go Terrible Tornado, because what this means is Terrible Tornado is going to attack first, doing the potential full up and crits. And then I like to have Supersonic. And that's basically my team on this one. I don't have enough to use buff. So I'm going to play a couple of rounds here to see who we can do. I'm going to do one with Supersonic and TT. Then I'm going to take TT off and I'm going to put on Lily, the Valentine's Lily. So let's jump straight in here. Now I won't play this one on times 4, so you can see I would put on times 2. Right, so boom, 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 and he's followed up. There's the 20 energy gone straight away. Lovely. So we didn't get a stun in there, which is a shame. So what I normally like to do is I'll follow up with Carnage now to try and put the stun back in. So we stunned him now. So I'm not going to use a TT special yet, because what I want to do is get the buff from, we've knocked off more rage. Now we're going to hit the buffs. Unfortunately, it didn't fall onto TT. Now I'm going to use King. So before I use TT's, so let's get her special out, like that. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of buffs. Hopefully she can get another buff in. She didn't. Okay, so that was all a bit of a letdown. I've had a very bad string of plays here, which is very unfortunate. But we've still obviously got a lot. I will speed it up now. We've still obviously got a fair amount of time here, guys, to just go through everybody's moves. And obviously the most important thing is just making sure we keep the stuns in. So let's use I should have waited a second. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna use TT Child Emperor here. Then I can use him again. And now we've got these huge strings of buffs on Supersonic. And what I should have done there is I should have waited again for Terrible Tornado to attack. She didn't follow up anyway, so... But still, you just need to make sure you're getting as much buffs as you can. So now the problem is, if we don't keep him stunned, he gets a special out, as you just saw. Luckily, I was quite lucky in the way that kind of fell. So the fact that there wasn't a huge amount where I missed there. So that's quite lucky, really. So we've got on the 113 there, which should put me in Overlord. Probably put me in a relatively good spot in Overlord as well. 20 Yellow Snowman. Madness. That's a mad team. He's got Triple Staff Lily maxed out and the new mad. Anyway, but yeah, also guys, I mean, this is a bit of a tip, but not tip. Just look at other people's teams, guys. You know, I'm literally not asking for a miracle here. Just go and check other people's teams and see how they do the boss battles and just copy them if you are really struggling. So what I'm going to do now is take TT off. Put him back on. I'm going to put Triple Staff Lily on, and Triple Staff Lily has to attack last. So let's play this out again here. I'll leave. So we didn't get a follow up at the start, which is a bit of a shame, but we've got a stun, so I'm not going to use Carnage's other move for now. So obviously we're going to go around once here. I'm going to put it on ×2 now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to use special like that. That's buffed everyone. Now I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to get Carnage's one in. Oh, it stunned Carnage. So that's a bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. And then I'm going to use Supersonic there to get his move rinsed in. Then I'm going to let Supersonic attack, giving Triple Lily her next heart. And then I'm going to use her special as well there. Boosh, boosh, there we go. And she should have used her special before then. I don't know why she didn't, because obviously you want to use the flowers that she has on that. We unfortunately haven't got a stun on him here, so the RNG here is letting me down a little bit. Not as great as it was before. So I am going to actually restart this one because I'm not happy with the way this has gone. So let's try this one more time and see where we're going to be able to get to here. So let's get it on ×4 again. So we stunned him here, which is nice. So use that. Use King, use Carnage. There we go. Stunned him again. Now let's get here we go, from 9 million. Oh, nearly did 10 million damage in one hit. So now we're going to let Supersonic attack. Then we're going to use her special there. Lovely. Okay, yeah, that was a good sort of train of follow-ups there as well. So we're going to let it go round again here. He didn't stun there, which is unfortunate. But he did manage to... Okay, I don't know how... I'm getting lucky that he's not stunning here. Okay, lovely. So unfortunately here I got a little bit unlucky again, guys. So this one has not gone to plan because I keep getting stun locked, which is not great at all. So let's just let this one play out. But I don't see myself being able to do any good amounts of damage now, because obviously we've already gone round to the 5 attacks. And yeah. So I still got the 79 million, but let's try again here. Let's try this. Let's put King back on. We're just going to go around again here because I'm just struggling a little bit to get these to get the luck in, basically. So he didn't stun. So I'm gonna get him in. So he didn't stun. I get a really, because that's the problem. I'm losing buffs every time. So I have got very, very unlucky in this. Luckily, the first one I did played to all of my strengths. But if we don't stun him straight away, buffs are going to disappear. And that is a huge issue. So we have managed to stun him. I'm just going to get him in his rage mode straight away. Stun him again. Lovely. So now we can go round, as you can see here. So we're going to go use special like that. Use special. And then get his attack out straight. We stunned him again, which is lovely. His attack out straight away. And get Triple Staff Lilies to her special. She's got 4 now, which we had fantastic crits there. And she followed up nicely. Now we're going to go around again. He's still stunned, luckily. What I could do is a bit of a follow-up, really. Yeah, we stunned him again. Lovely. Okay, so this has gone well. And obviously I managed to get that extra attack buff there from Child Emperor. So if we go around... Okay, so I can use a special again here. Come on, hit King. Yes, it hit King, which is great. That's buffed everyone up again. So he didn't stun. So now that is an absolutely despicable bummer there, because I would have got mad damage because I had all those buffs stacked up on Supersonic, and because my stupid Carnage didn't hit, we obviously had that issue where I was unable to get any sort of moves out. So I have managed to push a little bit higher here, but I would have been able to go even higher. So that has increased my attack even further, so which is nice because now I'm probably 10th, so I have creeped up the leaderboard a little bit. But I hope this has kind of broken down the boss a little bit and you've kind of seen how I play. It is worth using all 5 fights. Okay, I've got ×4, so it makes everything quicker, but I just think that's brilliant for when I'm doing videos, so I don't have to dwell too much on everything. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. A bit of a different one, a bit more of tips and tricks. There's going to be a friendship summoning spree this weekend and also a next story mode mission, so make sure you're subscribed, and I will see all of you beautiful people in the next one.